at all this week going against Georgia Tech? Is time of possession maybe a little more emphasized, knowing the kind of offense that they run on the other side?
Yeah, I know they like to hold the ball, run the ball, but that's something that's a point of emphasis for us every week. It's one of our goals is to win the time of possession, and luckily, I think in the past few games we've been doing that. So we just got to continue to do that and continue to score points.
Do you see the defenses doubling or maybe tripling up on Tyler, which is opening things up for the tight ends?
Maybe a little bit, bracketing coverage a little bit with two guys on them, but yeah, the tight ends are doing a great job going out there making plays and playing fast and doing a really good job for us.
Is that something that I know you had sort of a little bit of Coach Chaney's offense at Tennessee? Have tight ends always sort of had that involvement, or is this something since you've got guys like JP and Scott that you're trying to work them in?
Yeah, I think Coach Chaney always tries to. I don't want to speak for him, but if you have good playmakers, you want to give them the ball and play to your players. So I think we have three really great tight ends. So we just got to get them the ball, and they're doing a great job making plays.
When you went back and looked at the film of Saturday, was there anything else that jumped out, particularly in the second half when you guys sort of couldn't really put the game away as soon as you'd like to?
Personally, or
personally, or as the offense as a whole?
Well, I think just the obvious things I think everybody kind of knew about. We can't turn the ball over in the red zone. I can't turn the ball over and lead to a score, in the first half. And then, the holding penalty kind of hurt too. And then, that 4-minute situation, again, we've just got to be better there, keep the defense off the field and just run the ball out and be the physical ground and pound, I think, offense that we can be, and we are.
Another play that Pat pointed to yesterday as one that hurt you guys was the drop touchdown in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about Jester's progression last week with you too. Is that something that do you lose trust in a guy when something like that happens? How do you handle situations like that as a quarterback?
Not at all. I tell Jester all the time I got a lot of faith in him, and he texted me after the game just saying how sorry he was and that he's going to be working his tail off to get things better. And today he came out and worked really hard, and I told him I still have a bunch of faith in him, and I know that he's a great receiver, and we're going to need him to get to where we want to be.
I think he's one of those guys that he just needs to get that first catch, and that confidence will sort of help him out.
Absolutely, because you should see the catches he makes in practice. I mean, they're unreal. So we just got to get him going, and I know he's going to go out and make the next play. I keep telling him that all the time, and he got a lot of faith.
Are you getting more comfort with the offense as weeks go by? I mean, or was this something you were comfortable with from the very beginning?
I think I was pretty comfortable from the beginning, but there in the game you get 60 reps, and in practice you probably get 20 to 30. So just getting comfortable with the continuous reps and the ins and outs of a game has been big these past couple of weeks.
What have you seen from Georgia Tech's defense on film so far?
What have I seen from them?
Yeah, from Georgia Tech. What do you expect?
Really good defense again. Play zone and man. Got fast guys, really athletic guys, and they're a talented defense. So it's going to take our best game to beat them.
Have you and the guys who were here last year talked at all about that game against them last season? It was kind of a nightmarish, first half of the offense, especially. Have they, has there been any talk about that?
Well, I heard it more this summer, kind of just going through the games and stuff with the guys, and heard they're kind of snake bitten last year in that first quarter or whatever. But that's been a big point of emphasis too. Obviously this past game we got to secure the ball. Myself and everybody included got to lock the ball up and have 0 turnovers because chances of you winning are very high when you have 0 turnovers.
I know you guys sort of talked a lot at practice. The goal is ACC championship, but then when you talk about it, it's also the focus on like each individual game. How do you sort of reconcile like those big picture goals with having a little bit of a tunnel vision in the season?
The best way I've heard it explained is kind of like a ladder. To climb up a ladder, you got to go each rung at a time. So every game is that one rung, and you can't get past up to your goal without focusing on that one and making sure you get that taken care of. So we got to get this game taken care of. This game is the most important one because it's the next one, and I got to put everything we have into this game.
Are you looking forward to throwing some balls down the field a little more deep throws?
Yes, sir. Whatever opens up. Like I've said, our philosophy is to take what the defense gives us aggressively. So whatever throws are there, I'm going to try to do my best to make them and make it easy for our guys to get yards after the catch.
All right.
Cool. Thanks, guys.